The first National Testing Day will be commemorated in Belize on Friday, June 29th. It's a day set aside where free HIV tests will be offered in public spaces countrywide, encouraging all Belizeans to know their status. While HIV may not be at the forefront of the public conversation, it is still very much an important issue for all of us, as the communications officer for the National AIDS Commission explains.
We tend to not think about it anymore because it's been deemed a chronic disease, and so we have the medications and all of that. But HIV is still very much an issue. It's prevalent. We're averaging right now somewhere between 36 to 4,000 people with the disease, and that's recorded. And so just think about that in terms of percentage, a population of 370,000 people. And not knowing how many people these 4,000 people have in contact with them, and so it can spread.
With all the Get Tested campaigns over the years, there's still people who are reluctant to get tested.
Fear, their own personal fear. Some of them come out right and say, well, I know I've been a bit promiscuous and I don't really want to know. Danger in not knowing is spreading the disease. So you may not know, and most people might feel quite fine, quite healthy, depending on your metabolism and how you're dealing with it. And so you might say, well, nothing's wrong, and you go on your life and you end up spreading the disease. And so we often speak to people about health, and Belize in a whole needs to develop better health-seeking behaviors. And so we have the split where there are more women than men getting tested for that same reason. Women are more apt to come and seek help. And so the men on the whole have to really build up themselves to come out and say, I'm going to get tested.
Usher appeals to men to see testing as an extension of taking care of their health.
Why live your life with that amount of fear? If you want to continue your lifestyle, whatever that is, it's best to know your health. It's the same as exercising, it's the same as playing basketball, it's the same as eating right. All these factors play into your health and your longevity in your life. If you have a heart condition, you would want to know.
HIV tests are even easier to take now, and the results even faster. A simple finger prick, a drop of blood, and 10 to 15 minutes later, you will know your status. The long-term goal is to get 90% of those who are positive to know their status.
We're aiming for 90% of those people who have HIV knowing their status, and 90% of that population would adhere to medication, and 90% of those who adhere to medication would have a viral load suppression, which means that the virus is almost undetectable in the body. So that's our goal for 2020.